There are many places in the world that could easily be mistaken for a reflection of paradise, but there are also some where it is not even advisable to go because of the unknown dangers that await around every bend. Here, we've specifically covered the locations that one should not visit if they are looking for a vacation spot that is both safe and attractive. It is advised to stay away from certain locations that have been identified as the most dangerous places in the world to visit for those who are in the mood to take a global tour. Some of the riskiest of them are covered in the list below. So, let's move to discuss the most dangerous places on the planet. The video is going to be very interesting, so make sure you stick till the end. Before we continue to our video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to never miss any of our future uploads. Now let's get started. 10. Death Valley National Park, USA. Death Valley is known as one of the most ominous valleys in the world since it is doomed, as its name says, Death Valley. The lowest point in North America, and a region of extremes, is situated between Nevada and California. The valley, with a temperature of 134 deg F, 56.7 deg C, has seen the greatest temperature ever recorded on Earth. One of those who perished in Death Valley's intense was Harry Potter actor Dave Lagino. Additionally, it is still a mystery why rocks weighing as much as 700 pounds move independently in Death Valley. If you listen intently, the sand sings, defying all reason. Also known as Devil's Golf Course, this desolate and sinister location on Earth is where it is thought that only the devil may play golf. One of the most difficult tourist attractions in the world is a region with eroded hills, craters, uncommon fish species, the darkest night skies, and many other unique features. 9. SAMAESAN Hole, SAMAESAN Bay, Thailand. The SAMAESAN Hole in SAMAESAN Bay, Thailand, is without a doubt the most perilous cave on Earth. Consider entering a large cave with unexploded bombs. That's because the pit used to be a military disposal site. In addition to this, the SAMAESAN Hole's 85-meter depth to the soil is what makes it so perilous. Additionally, the cave is subject to extremely powerful currents, which, if divers are unprepared, could seriously deviate them off their intended trajectory. Nearly 280 feet below the surface, in the Gulf of Thailand, is a deep dive site where sunlight hardly ever reaches. Divers must therefore not only receive rigorous technical training but also be outfitted with the appropriate deep diving gear. 8. EIGER Mountains, Switzerland. The amazing height of this stone giant is 3,970 meters. The first person to reach the summit was documented in 1858, but it took until 1938 for the North Face's infamously difficult section to be successfully traversed. Despite being only 3,962 meters tall, this summit is regarded as one of the most difficult and dangerous in the entire globe. The hardest section is a 2-kilometer wall called the Death Wall. Ice blocks gradually separate from the EIGER and descend. Rock climbers refer to this mountain's north face as the Murder Wall because it has claimed more than 64 lives since 1935. Technical difficulties and significant rockfalls on this mountain, which is among the most hazardous to climb, continue to pose difficulties for climbers of all skill levels. In addition, the ice on the summit starts to melt in the afternoon as the sun approaches the upper edge of the north face. Small pieces of thawed rock fall to the ground with it. They are extremely dangerous despite being small because they fall from a great height. 7. YUCATAN'S CENOTES. One of the most dangerous diving locations in the world is this network of underwater caves. When portions of the land crumbled, sinkholes filled with water were created, and these caverns were created. Prior to then, the Mayans used this location for rites involving human sacrifice. Even seasoned divers have lost their lives in this network of caves because they disregarded the warnings and wandered off the designated paths. Divers have become caught in the vines and hidden roots that grow inside the caverns. The Chakmolo cenote is one such cave, and it is reported to be so treacherous that divers are lucky to survive. Many of these caverns offer individual guided tours that can be taken. However, when explorers go outside the tour's parameters, the more hazardous environment starts, with the exception of the Puerto Princesa Underground River Tour. Those living creatures are part of the group tour area too. 6. Mariana Trench. Only 2 climbers have reached the planet's deepest point, the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench of the Pacific Ocean, while thousands have successfully scaled Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth. The Mariana Trench is a scar in the Earth's crust that is more than 1,500 miles long and 43 miles wide on average. It is situated in the western Pacific east of the Philippines and on average about 124 miles east of the Mariana Islands. nearly 7 miles, separate the ocean surface from the Challenger Deep. The trench's deepest point, which is located about 200 miles southwest of the U.S. territory of Guam. The peak of Mount Everest would still be submerged for more than a mile, 1.6 kilometers, if it were lowered into the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is so deep that it is always in complete darkness, and the temperature is barely above freezing. 8 tons per square inch of crushing water pressure, or roughly 1,000 times the average atmospheric pressure at sea level, is present at the bottom of the trench. As depth increases, pressure rises. 5. Great Basin Desert. Around 190,000 square miles of freezing desert make up North America's Great Basin. The Great Basin spans most of Nevada and parts of Idaho, California, Wyoming, and Oregon. This vast region, which is extremely dry, is one of the few cold deserts in North America, and the majority of its precipitation falls as snow. This desert is full of hazards because it is home to animals like rattlesnakes and mountain lions. Since the Great Basin's sea level varies from 6,825 to 13,065 feet above sea level, it is possible to experience altitude sickness there. Altitude sickness symptoms include nausea, vertigo, and trouble breathing. Dehydration happens more quickly in the Great Basin due to the lack of water in the air, and the sun is also more harmful there due to the high sea level. This desert is a recipe for disaster if unprepared because cell reception is spotty there. 4. Mount Kilauea, Hawaii. Over the years, Mount Kilauea frequently erupted, making it the most active volcanic mountain in the world. Thankfully, the eruptions are seldom explosive and usually take place within a lake of bubbling active lava that occasionally overflows along the caldera. When Mount Kilauea erupted in 1955, it was known for the numerous strong earthquakes that followed it, the 88-day lava flow, and the destruction of neighboring sugarcane plantations. A tsunami that occurred in the same area sometime in 1975 can be linked to the volcanic eruption. 3. Central Kalahari Game Reserve, Botswana. The Kalahari Game Reserve in Botswana spans over 50,000 square kilometers of terrain, the vast majority of which is inaccessible to researchers and conservationists working to rescue the species living there. The Central Kalahari Reserve is well known for its reputation as the best place in the world to go on a wild animal safari in the middle of nowhere. The principal predators of the area, such as lions, cheetahs, and leopards, are drawn to the area because it is home to a range of species that are more abundant here than in other parts of Botswana. These species include brown hyena, aardwolf, oryx, Bayard fox, and ostrich. When compared to other forest reserves, the Botswana Reserve does not see nearly as many tourists as the others do. It is not possible to reach the reserve quickly in the event of an emergency because there are no human colonies or infrastructure located nearby. However, going on a safari by yourself is not allowed under any circumstances. According to the regulations, it is essential to engage the services of a wildlife expert as well as a guide. 2. Death Road. Extremely dangerous road. The North Yungas Road is commonly referred to as Death Road for a variety of reasons, most of which you are probably already aware of. This switchback, which is 43 miles, 69 kilometers long and has 69 turns, is exceedingly hazardous to drive up or down because of the fog, landslides, waterfalls, and cliffs that drop 2,000 feet, 610 meters at each turn. Its reputation as America's deadliest driving city was well deserved up to the year 1994, when the annual death toll of around 300 motorists put it firmly on the list of the world's most hazardous tourist destinations. The length of the road is such that it is possible to go from the Amazon jungle to the capital city, which is encircled by steep terrain. This indicates that it was not uncommon for merchants to crowd into vehicles, such as trucks and buses, in an effort to sell their wares in the region, particularly wood and crops. The hairpin corners, on the other hand, were not broad enough for each vehicle, which led to an additional number of trucks collapsing, taking people and their means of subsistence with them. 1. Snake Island, the deadliest place on Earth. There is an island around 40 kilometers, 25 miles off the coast of Brazil that no Brazilian would ever dare to walk on. There are whispers that the last fisherman who got too close to his shores was discovered a few days later floating in his boat, motionless in a pool of blood. This is according to a rumor. The enigmatic island is called Ilha da Queimada Grande, and because it is rumored to be fraught with peril, the Brazilian government has made it unlawful for anybody to step foot on the island. The golden lancet snake is a kind of pit viper and is regarded as one of the most dangerous serpents in the world. This snake poses a risk to the inhabitants of the island. There's no question that it's the most hazardous location on the entire planet. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.